Now it's time for Money Matters. Rob Lessio of Strategic Wealth Designers joins us to talk about the markets and how January is often a good indicator for the entire year and how stocks are going to fare. Now, Rob, you say there are three things giving you pause, right?
Well, there's multiple things, but one of the things is, and we actually discussed it here last month, was that, don't overspend at Christmas time and give yourself a burden. And that's one of the indicators as we go in that consumers spent too much. A lot of people actually rely on their tax return to pay off that debt. But if it doesn't work, then consumers won't be spending more as we go into the first quarter of the year. That's an issue. Of course, we always have trade wars, or at least it feels like it's old hat now. We've been talking about it for 2 years. And then looming on the horizon, of course, is a presidential election. So you never know exactly what the market's going to do.
So many things can impact that. And another thing, if we're kind of going with the whole forecast analogy here. So 2019, sunny and bright. How are you forecasting for 2020?
Well, 2019 was an unbelievable year, and a lot of that had to do with January being amazing. This year, a lot of experts are saying, between 3 and 5%. So it really depends on how we start the year to see how we're going to finish the year.
Right. And then moving on, Rob, we hear a lot about the January effect, kind of setting a trend. Do you think that's going to happen again this year?
Well, that's hard to say. Unlikely, though, but the January effect essentially is whatever happens in January is kind of an indicator for the rest of the year. And if you remember, in 2018, we had a dip at the very end of the year and had a very robust January, which led to a great year. This past December was a great December.
Right.
So it's going to be hard-pressed to see if we're going to have a great January, which is probably going to lead us to have a lower growth for the year. But, the economy is still strong right now.
Only time will tell, right?
Exactly right.
Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. And to learn more ways to make your money matter on WKYT.com, you can always send us an email on what you want to discuss here to news@WKYT.com, and then we'll talk about it.